Welcome back to the Hole Project. You guys ever get the itch where you get a little burned out and something starts itching on you and you can't figure out whether to scratch it or itch it, whatever you say. And so you start on the hunt for no particular reason other than you're burned out of what you're working on and you want a change of pace. Well, I went ahead and scratched my itch, picked up a new unit, didn't even tell the brother about it until I had it on the trailer bringing it home. So let's go ahead and introduce you. There she is. 1978 Chevrolet C10. So today's video, we're gonna walk around and give you a proper introduction to this old girl. Tell you a little back history on it. So I snagged this thing every day. So I snagged this thing southern Iowa, actually only about maybe 20-30 miles from where little Debbie came out of the field from. And I just happened to be scouring the old Facebook marketplace and stumbled on it. And the price was, well, it was fair. I'll just say that. In my opinion, anyway. You guys might disagree. But anyway, hopped in the truck and hooked up the trailer and off I went. And there's a couple reasons that I was pretty interested in this particular unit. And we'll go through those here in just a couple minutes. But anyway, it was an old feller's truck. He passed away and handed it down to his boy. Well, I say that lightly because the feller I got it from was probably, I don't know, mid to late 50s, early 60s. Come to find out in conversation with him, I actually graduated high school with the guy's niece. You know, and these two towns are 4, 5, 6 hours away from each other. So that was kind of neat. Anyway, the old timer that owned this rig, he didn't really do a whole lot with it, really. Just kind of putted around and had a couple things here and there done to it. And well, he hired a guy to fix a couple things, and that guy didn't really fix anything. He just kind of made a mess of it, which is, you know, now my problem that I have to sort through and figure it out. So anyway, let's check this rig out. You can see the beautiful paint that's peeling off of it. But it's got pretty much all the trim still on it. So that's pretty neat. It's got the original wheels. And actually these tires, they still got the little nipples on them. And I looked at the date code, they're from 2021. So we're gonna run those. Got the classic white walls on it. What else we got? Windshield's broken. And it's the factory tinted windshield with the antenna built into it, of course. So we're gonna have to fix on that. No kink. No kink in the hood. And as I said, this is a 78. So 78, so just the single headlight. But not too bad. The front end's in good shape. Like I said, the hood's not kinked. A little bit more of the paint coming off on this side. Original wheels. It's got the nice big mirrors on it. And here's this giant crack you can see in the front windshield. Runs all the way up and across. And I don't know where it was hit. Somewhere got it and blew it apart. Anywho, the fenders are in real good shape. We don't have any rot problems on those, so that's good. Trim's still on the door. The doors are usable. They're not fantastic. And as you can see, there's a piece missing here. It's called a rocker panel. That's gone completely. Cab corners, they're getting there. You know, just typical square body rot. But here, this is what kind of had me intrigued a little bit when I pulled this up. It's the trailering special. Well, you don't see that every day. And really, from what I understand, it boils down to just this. It's just a decal. I don't think that the trailering special added anything of particular interest to the truck other than they didn't make a ton of them. And it was just a little dealer added decal from what I understand. Anyway, got the nice trim across the back window. This is the thing I like about the 78s. I think 77s and 9s also had it. Probably more that I don't know of, but that curve in the front fenders, and it kind of almost comes out, gives it more of a wider front end look. It's got the original capper still on it there. Box side doesn't appear bad, but it is. She's shot. You can see rust holes coming through it. And back here, I mean, it could be a lot worse. Again, factory wheels. Nice little rock guards up there. The frame on this truck is absolutely 100% solid. There's no issue with the frame at all. Very, very good shape. I got 2 bonus wheels with it and a couple depleted bags of sand that have been in this truck bed for who knows how long. But as you can see, the truck bed, well, she's gone too. Poor old thing. Here's the next reason why I wanted it. She's the Big 10 version. I don't know how many Big 10s they made in 78. Probably enough. But rear bumper is smoked. She's all rotted out, bent. It's got the dual pipe laders on it. Got the nice trim piece on the back here. And as you can see, truck to go by. Just, you know, there's my plate. You can see where I started. I just wanted to see what this would do. So I did that side just by hand. I didn't really do anything special with it, but you can definitely see the difference. So that'll clean up. That'll clean up pretty good. Trim's still down there. This kind of sucks. Something got the tailgate. That was a nice little cap too on top of that. But the tailgate overall is in good shape. I think that I might be able to have a buddy knock that out of there and we'll move on with it. Just got a broken out tail light. We'll go ahead and get that fixed. Get some tail lights for it. I do have the trim ring that goes around it. Actually, I think there's a trim piece missing over on this, yeah, box side right here. This long one that runs up the bed. So I need to find one of those. Same thing on this side of the box. She's a little roached. Dual tank setup. Here's the other tank. It is not in the truck. The old fella removed that and capped off both the lines, so it does not have dual tanks in it. It probably didn't work anyway, which is probably why he removed it. Again, the trailering special decal over here. Big 10 trailering special. we'll go ahead and take a step back and into the 70s here. Door panels are not fantastic. She's getting a little rotted there. It's got the... I don't know if there's a way to fix that. There might be. If you know a good way to bring that back, give me a little comment down there in the comment box, and I'll take a look. Really nice ornate, I don't know, trim on the inside. What you also might notice is power windows and power locks. Yet another reason why I wanted this here unit. The seat's actually in pretty decent shape, except for the driver's side. It's a bit worn out, but I did grab one of these and throw it on. Just, you know, it looks a little better, a little more comfortable to drive. Some wiring schematics. And that's always nice to have in here, you know, just in case you need to get under the dash. And she's the Silverado package as well. So you put those three together, the Silverado, Big 10, and the trailering special, and you know, you wind up in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and take a look at this here. I don't know if you guys can read that. I can't read it looking at the camera. Anywho, here is the build sheet. Supposed to have a sliding rear window. It does not. I believe that's obviously been replaced. Door edge guards, all-weather air conditioning. Yes, sir. She's got the AC on her. Heavy-duty chassis, 373 rear end gears, speed, and I don't know if you can read that right there. Probably not with that reflection. Cruise control. You're dang right. She's got the cruise control, and it does work. I've verified. Automatic transmission, auxiliary fuel tank, rally wheels, cargo area lamp, AM radio, chrome grille, chrome rear step bumper, solid paint, frost white, soft gray tinted glass, color keyed floor mat. Still has the factory floor mat in it. It's actually in pretty good shape. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Fleet side box, front stabilizer bar, engine oil cooler. Yet another reason I wanted this truck. If I get this thing to stand up, this would be easier. You just, right there. I don't know if you guys can read this line right here for me. 454. Big block, turbo 400 transmission, 373 rear end gear, AC, cruise control, power windows, power locks, and comfort tilt steering wheel. Inside hood lock release, electric clock, transmission oil cooler, chrome front bumper, Silverado equipment, operator convenience package, trailering special edition, red spec custom interior. So you put all those things together, and the option package for this truck was really, really good. Again, more of the same on this side with the rocker panel. She's completely gone. Cab corner's got a hole in it, as you can see, you know, through the floor there. Let's go around to the driver's side here. Same deal. Door panels are, I don't know what, is that just because they get old and it just starts falling apart? Why they do that? I don't know. But I did try green SOS pad on this just to kind of get that roughness off of it. It didn't work super great. But the door panels are pretty much junk. Carpet's pretty much shot over here. no actual visible holes in the floor, except for, you know, down in here. I don't know if that's floor rot or rocker, but either way, I'll probably put floors in it, rockers, cab corners. Here's another neat thing. Instead of this being the clock, or the fuel gauge, that's a tack. That was not a super common option. The radio was laying on the floor. I have it. Here's your switch for the tank selector. Ashtray in here. Somebody was a smoker. Can't smell it in the cab though. So most of this dash was kind of apart when I bought it. It was missing this panel here and a few other things. This whole bezel was not bolted in all the way. I kind of just went through and put the screws back in it just to hold it, but I got to take it all back apart. The tack kind of works when it wants to, not often. Oil pressure gauge works, coolant temp works, fuel gauge works, and battery voltage all work. The wipers work, high and low beam lights work. Here's your dimmer switch down here on the floor. And then the other thing that doesn't work is the blower. The blowers on these operate on low all the time. It was designed that way. I don't have any other speeds. I kind of have looked into that a little bit, but we're gonna dig more into that. We've got this big, ducting chunk to put back in that was removed from under the dash. So we gotta get that sorted out. We've got wiring problems everywhere. There's stuff hanging, and it's probably a little dark for you guys. I didn't bring a flashlight over here for you, but there's wires cut and shit just kind of everywhere. So we got to make our way through that, sort that all out. Otherwise, it's not too bad of a unit here. Show you behind the seat. There's not much back there. Appears there's an old sock. What's this here? Child resistant lighter package. Yeah. See, here's wiring back here too. Ouch. Maybe you guys can tell me. I don't know if these speakers back here are supposed to be originals or not. The other one's over there. I don't know if these came with those in them or not. They may have. And I think there's supposed to be speakers in the doors here too. I don't know for sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and pop the hood here, take a peek. I have done a little bit with this already just to make the truck drivable. Let's set you guys down here for a second. I need two hands to operate the old hood. There we go. Just lost something. I don't know what it was. Must not have been too important. Anyway, there she is. 454 big block. All right, so it's got the Quadrajet 4-barrel on it. 750 CFM Q-Jet. What else we got? Oh, I did have to, he gave me an alternator with it. The bearings were seized in the one. It still ran enough to get it on the trailer and stuff, but the alternator was shot. So I did swap that out. Here's the AC. It's unhooked. I don't know if there's an exact reason why it's unhooked. I haven't tried it due to the blower issues anyway. The brake lines, most of them have been replaced, so those are all in good shape. It does have front wheel disc brakes and rear drum. And also I took my inspection camera and took this oil cap off so I could see the casting number of the heads. They are not the peanut port heads or the peanut cam. They're the 781 heads, which are really, really good heads from back in their day. You can modify them, you can put bigger valves in them, you can do some cleanup work with the castings, and there are guys out there that have made 600 plus horsepower with these heads. That was another big deal. I didn't know that's what I was getting. I got lucky. Blower motor has been replaced already. I kind of went through this stuff. I put the blower motor in, and the voltage regulator was cheap when I got the blower motor, so I just grabbed it and threw it in. It didn't fix our blower problem, but this is the fan high-speed relay. There could be issues in that too. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't dug into it yet. We are missing our spare jack and spare tools up here. But yeah, there she is. So I got a pretty good deal on this. Can't remember, what was he asking? He had it listed for $2,200, I think, is what he was asking for it. And it was about 3.5 hours away from me. I got it cheaper than that. Not a ton cheaper, but I got it cheaper than that. But yeah, I got burned out working on the Caddy all the time. It's in a good place right now to just be able to walk away and take a little bit of a break. You know, let my hands work on something else. Something that, you know, you get to go for rides and stuff in. It's the end of the year. You know, we're pushing late October now. The Caddy's not gonna make it out of the shop this year. I was hoping that it was going to. That was the plan anyway, and it's just not gonna happen, I doubt. So I wanted something a little bit different to screw around with, work on. It's a good basis for, you know, something. I don't know. What should we do with this thing? Bleep bloop it down there in the comment box and, you know, give us your ideas. I did locate some rockers, cab corners, and floors locally that are fairly cheap. So I'm thinking about picking those up. And, you know, we've got to do floors in here too. But here's my thing. I've never done floors, and I would rather have my first experience doing floors on something a little easier like this versus, you know, this whole freaking thing here. That would be, you know, it's going to be a big project to tackle, and I've never done them. I'd like a little bit of experience doing them before I really start working on something like the Cadillac. I think the Cadillac personally is a more valuable car than this truck is. This truck the parts are readily available. You can get them anywhere. Everybody makes aftermarket parts for them. They're not expensive, you know, so that's where I'm at with that. Before anybody goes dropping, you know, big money on the floors for that, I want the practice on this to where if I screw it up, okay, well, sorry, I screwed up a $50 rocker panel, you know, I'll try again. Let's cold start this thing. It's gonna scare Madison. Madison, I'm gonna start the truck. It's gonna give you a spook. All right, one pump. Let's see what she does. Oh, baby. Listen to that. put exhaust donuts on the downpipes. It was leaking exhaust something fierce, and it was just absolutely annoying to even drive down the block. So I dropped the downpipes. It's full 2.5 inch straight through exhaust on each side with a glass pack on it. That's what the old guy put on it. Don't sound too bad, but that quadrijet, it's got a choke and everything on it. So basically I just set the choke, fires right up. The idle will end up coming up a little bit, but let's go out back and take a listen. Not too shabby. It's got a little sputter that sounds like a miss, but it's not. It's got to be something with the way that those glass packs are. None of the exhaust is mandrel bent either, so it's got like almost like an echo inside the chambers of the exhaust. Could be the glass packs, I guess, but I'm not exactly sure. But we'll let it warm up here a minute. Woo! Better put some blades on it. Don't want to scratch my broken windshield. Got a little engine tick. I think it's on this side. I haven't dug into that either, but you know, the thing's not new. And actually I think, let me double check here. $92,000 miles, I would believe that would be correct. Just based on, you know, the armrest isn't super wore out. Brake and gas pedal aren't super wore out either. It probably was just used as a beat-around truck for a lot of years. Of course, the door seals and all that are gone. Easy enough to obtain those. Still got the original sticker on here. And then it's got the bend plate and everything over here. You know, it's all original truck. The passenger side power window does work. This side needs a regulator. But, you know, we'll get there. Like I said, I wanted something else to work on for a little bit. Picking up a little bit on idle. Pretty good. Left my truck door open on the old green booger here. What do you think? She likes to ride around in it. We'll bring the fast idle down now. Starts and runs great. Gotta love the old Q-Jets. Anyway, drop a comment down there. Let us know what we should do with this whole thing. Like I said, I do plan on doing some floors and rockers, cab corners, And Chantel likes it. She said it'd be a good candidate for a whole restore. You know, just repaint the whole truck white again, make it shiny, maybe slam it to the ground a little bit, put some decent wheels on it. It's kind of been played out a little bit in the C10 world, but I don't mind them. I think they're good looking units. So yeah, let us know what your guys' thoughts are. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll see you in the next one.